welcome back to my channel. My name is Star. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. Today we're going to be cash stuffing a total of $1,064 for the last week of July. So we're going to go ahead and get started with my cash wallet over here. So I know that some of you guys may have seen my cash planning video where I planned for $664. Well, I got an extra $400 because if you didn't know, if you're new here, I am a school librarian and we are getting ready for a new school year and we just got our teacher supply check. So that's where that extra $400 comes from, and we're going to be stuffing that into my work envelope today. So first we're going to go ahead and feed Sparkles a unicorn. She's going to be so happy because I got a little bit more change than I have had in recent weeks. She hasn't gotten a lot of love lately. And then we're going to move forward into my cash wallet envelopes. So starting with groceries, we have absolutely nothing left from last week. So we're going to do our usual 100s. We have 50, 70, 90, and 100. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope the beginning of your week is going well. And I hope your whole month went well. I hope the whole month of July went good for you. Okay, so we have nothing left in spending. So we're going to put in my usual 20. You guys, if you have been watching me for the last couple of videos, you know I've just been talking about school starting nonstop, which is why I don't have a lot of cash left. Dining out isn't getting anything. Gabe, my 16-year-old son, will be getting $25 today for helping me cut the grass recently. But yeah, so my spending has increased a little bit because we're doing professional development days, and so sometimes we go out to eat, and then as I'm out and about, I will spot something like in a store that I could use in my library and all of that. So my spending has increased a little bit. So for miscellaneous, I have $3 left. That's good. We can put this in my rollover savings challenges, and then we're just gonna put $5 in here, which is what we usually do, and that is it for my cash wallet. Next, we have my long-term binder, and we are going to start with medical. So medical gets 15 this week, and medical has 50, 60, 70, 75, and 80 currently. Okay, and then next we have Christmas, which will get its usual 25 because I'm saving up for $1,200 by December for Christmas gifts for my entire family. So Christmas currently has 500, 600, 700, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. So $775 so far for Christmas. We are hitting that goal pretty good. Okay, did y'all see that? Let me know if y'all saw that. Like, why did this just come out like that? Okay. So, Gabe's savings will get, what is it getting? $40. So we're going to do that with two 20s. Gabe's savings has 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 65. So $4,265 so far for Gabe's savings. Regular savings, which is what I'm using to pay myself back from previous years of just frivolous spending. This is what I've created for myself called Paying Myself Back Snowball, and I've already paid myself back all these amounts, and currently we're working on this $1,000 amount right here, and this will be getting $40 today as well. And we're getting pretty close to marking that one off. We have 500, 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 20, 40, 50. So $850 so far towards that 1,000. And that is super exciting. And I am proud to say, knock on wood, that I haven't withdrawn from my savings since I started paying myself back about 2 years ago. Yes, it's taken me 2 years, but we're making steady progress. So Gabriel's essential envelope gets 15 today. I mean, I did have to take out of my savings 1 year. I feel like that was a year and a half ago. I was trying to make sure what I put, because my son had to get his wisdom teeth pulled, and I had to cover the other part that insurance wouldn't cover. But other than that, I haven't touched my savings, which is really good. So Gabriel has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. He is getting his locks retwisted tomorrow, so I have enough for that. Family gets 15, 10, 15 for 10, 15, $20. And home improvement gets 10. I think a lot of my envelopes will be getting 10 today. So home improvement has 20, 30, 40. Car maintenance gets 10 as well. So car maintenance has 51, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 240, 250, 255, 256. And emergencies gets 10 as well. So emergencies has $1,000 in my high, well, $1,500 in my high yields, plus, let's see, $1,600, $1,700, $50, $70, $90, $1,800, $10, $15, $1,815 in my emergencies so far, and that's it for my long-term binder, or my high priority binder. Next, we have my short-term binder here. Gifts gets $5 today. So Gifts has 20, 25, and 26. Jackson gets 5. So Jackson has 20, 25, 26, and 27. Household gets $10. So household has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Entertainment gets, what does it get? $10 as well. Like I said, a lot of envelopes getting 10, so we have 15. Oh, y'all, I am so sorry. I forgot to mention that a portion of today's stuffing comes from my YouTube paycheck, and I always want to make sure I show my gratitude to you all. So home improvement gets, no, that's home decor. Home decor gets 15, 10, 15, so I have 20, 35. So I always want to make sure I show appreciation to you all of you guys who are subscribed to me, all of you guys who watch my videos, who like and comment, because without you guys, this portion of today's paycheck would not be possible. So I always want to make sure I extend a huge, huge, huge thank you to all of you. And I don't know how I forgot that. Maybe because I was too busy explaining where that extra $400 came from. Okay, so miscellaneous gets 10 as well. So miscellaneous has 10, 20, and 21. But yeah, I was glad to see that we got our teacher paychecks, because I wasn't sure when we were going to get them. And I already started buying stuff. If you didn't know, if you're brand new here, hey, how you doing? Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. Ignore the dogs. My neighbor's dogs are always barking at nothing. But I am a school librarian, and we are doing a brand new library, brand new building. So I've been purchasing some stuff to decorate it. So taxes gets $89 today. So we're going to do 50, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. So let me count that. 50, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88. Okay. But yeah, so I've been buying some cute stuff, some more new stuffed animals to make it kid friendly and fun. I do teach at an elementary school. So colors and stuffed animals and all that stuff is super duper important for my library. And that's it for my short-term binder. So next we're going into my miscellaneous binder. And for some reason lately, I've been switching the orders of my binders, and I don't know why I'm doing that because my white binder was in the wrong spot. Anyway, so this binder reminds me, you guys, so I did not forget to tell you guys about the dress story. So Beauty gets 5. I know y'all are probably in my cash planning video like, what happened to the dress story, girl? I'm about to tell you. Okay, so Beauty has 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. So if you're new here, go check out my cash unstuffing video for the 4th week of July. And I kind of, hair isn't getting anything. And I kind of talk a little bit about how I'm going to have to unstuff or take some money out of my clothing envelope because I had an emergency dress situation. Child, so star, an envelope for myself gets 15. So last week was teacher's first official day back to school. So Star has 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. So I had already gone out to the school because I had to prep my library up and stuff. So I was at the school before a lot of people. What did I do? Yeah, I said 69. And so yeah, the other day was teacher's first day, all teachers' first day back. And that was a special day. So because our principal had a huge meeting and a huge welcoming back and breakfast for us, okay? So oh yeah, hold on. Let's pause the story for a second so I gotta concentrate because work is getting $415. Okay, so 51, 52, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, and then 15. I hope I didn't mess that up because I just asked the teller to give me $400. However, I didn't ask for a specific denominations, and I wish I did. And she gave me 4 $100 bills. So what I did was I traded out all of my 50s that was in my vacation envelope to break this up a little bit. So now I'm hoping I didn't mess up my denominations for the rest of my categories, but y'all got my back. We'll fix it together. I know y'all got my back. Okay, so let's double check this for work. We should have $429, I think. Yes, 51, 52, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 10, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we do. $429 in work. $429 in work? That's a lot of money for work, y'all. Okay, anyway, so back to the story. So yes, it was this huge special meeting, all of us together. Now, like I've mentioned 100 times before already, my library is brand new, which means there's brand new furniture, the whole building is new, and so on. So I've wanted to rearrange a lot of the furniture so that I can have an area for instruction and reading time, like on the carpet for my little ones, my kindergartners, and activities, so I was rearranging all the furniture. So I wore jeans and sneakers and a t-shirt because I was going to be moving furniture that day, not even worrying about the big meeting and all the other stuff or whatever. I'm like, all the teachers come back, big deal, great, wonderful, but meanwhile, I need to move all this stuff, so I want to dress comfortably. So Bath and Body Works gets $5. So I have there's a neighboring classroom next to my library. And so she was coming in through my library into her room. So Bath and Body Works has 20, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. She was going into her room and she stopped and she looked at me and she said, "Why you got on jeans today?" And I looked at her and I said, "What you mean?" She said, "We're not supposed to wear jeans today. The thing said no jeans." I said, "What thing said no jeans?" Child, the email was sent out 6 o'clock the night before that was explaining the huge gathering today, and how my principal wanted everyone to be professionally dressed, and even though we were going to work in our classroom, she wanted just no jeans, but we could wear comfortable shoes. I said, you lying. No, no. And she pulls out her phone to show me the email. I said, when was this sent out? You know, I was like, oh my God, it said dress professionally, no jeans. Here I am in jeans and sneakers. I said, oh my gosh. So clothing gets 15. Y'all, my heart is racing as I'm telling this story, because I mean, I like to do a good job, and I like to do what is asked of me. And I didn't want to appear as if I was outwardly, you know, trying to be rebellious or be insubordinate. So clothing has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. We almost got $100 in clothing. So mind you, this was at 8 o'clock. The big to-do starts at 8:30. We had to be in place by 8:30. I don't have no extra clothes. Nobody else got extra clothes. But I refuse to be seen in jeans and sneakers when the email clearly said no jeans. So books gets 5. So mind you, our new building is way out in the middle of nowhere. Trees for miles. Okay? And the closest store that was open at 8 o'clock in the morning was Walmart. And I think that was like 10 minutes down the road. I had 30 minutes to run and get something and then get back. It was an ordeal. So books has 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, $38 in books. So I made it. I flew to Walmart. I got to Walmart in like 7 minutes. I ran into the store. Thank goodness this was like early in the morning. So a whole bunch of people no one was at that particular Walmart yet. And so vacation gets 55. And so I flew, like I said, I flew in the store and went to the closest dress thing I could find. And I was like, I need a dress because I don't have time to look for no pants. I'm a very slim. If you can't tell, I'm a slim person. I'm skinny. So it would take me too long to find jeans, and I got long legs. It would take too long to find dress slacks that would fit in length or whatever. So I said, I need a dress. So I don't got no more 50s. I'm going to do a 40. And so I found a little dress. It was a little black dress because my sneakers was black. Like, I had Vans. So it wasn't like bad sneakers. It could still look cute. You know, the sneakers still look kind of cute with the dress. It wasn't terrible. So 40. Oh, I said 55. So we're going to do this one for 50. And I'm going to color in the rest of that 10. And so I changed in the car. I said, Lord, tint the windows. I yanked off my shirt. And my pants wanted to act up like they wouldn't. My shoes act like they didn't want to come off. I said, Lord, please. I was so nervous in the Walmart. I went to the self-checkout. I was shaking. The dress wouldn't go in the bag. The lady, you know how they have people watching you at the self-checkout. The lady just staring at me. She didn't even help me out. I was like, ma'am, I know I look crazy, but if you're going to look, you could at least hold the bag open for me. But whatever, I made it. I ran out to the car. I changed in the car. I felt like Sonic the Hedgehog. And hold on, vacation has 100, 200, 300, 420, nope. 450, 70, 75, 80, $480 in vacation. We're close. We're trying to get to 600. So anyway, put the dress on in the car. Oh, I didn't say that. Shh. I went quickly back to school. And I made it. I got back to school at like 8:23. Ciao. Let's see. So Mother's Day has 10. We'll get 10. So Mother's Day has 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57. So mind y'all, the dress that I chose was not like anything I would really wear. It's kind of on the short side, but it was like a not baby doll dress because they're really short. Like, it stopped just above my knees, but the cut of it was like baby doll, and it had the sleeves out. They had like poofy sleeves on the shoulder, not poofy, but the material was like fluffy material on the shoulder. It was all black, and I was like, y'all, this dress is too much. I can't do this. Like, I'm just not used to like wearing things like that. So birthday gets 20. So everybody was kind of, not everybody, but my team was laughing at me and how I was acting in the dress and stuff. So birthdays has 20, 40, 60, 61, 62, and 63. Now, I know some of you guys are like, well, I missed the email, and it wasn't on purpose, but I'm just wearing jeans and my sneakers today, which is perfectly fine. I understand that outlook 100% completely. Why do I have... Oh, okay, I know why. I'm just trying to make sure I got the right change over here. I didn't do anything wrong. But, and yeah, I understand that 100%, but... I just like to do things, you know, the right way. And I didn't want anyone to think that, like, if you work in education, then you know that sometimes there can be unnecessary drama. And sometimes people who are bored have a tendency to talk about you and make up stories. And I didn't want to give people room to do that. 20, so... yeah, we added 10 into roll of dice, and it currently has $31 because that's what we rolled last time. And because people know that I don't usually dress like cutesy. I mostly wear like dress slacks and maybe a sundress with a sweater or something. But because people noticed that I didn't really dress like that, everyone was like, "Oh, that's such a cute dress. Oh, your dress is cute," you know, and stuff like that. So y'all, I know a lot of y'all will be like, I don't care what other people think. I understand that too. But I really didn't do it because of what other people would think. I did it because I didn't want to be sitting there with jeans on. And then during the meeting, my principal had this whole... I need to concentrate. My principal had this whole speech about jeans, child. Jeans, and how she had a principals meeting, and how some principals in the district don't like don't like teachers wearing jeans, and how the others didn't mind teachers wearing jeans on special occasions. Like, it was this whole thing. And that's why she was like, no jeans, because the district is trying to figure out, okay, are they going to allow teachers to whatever. So if I would have had on, oh my God, I would have been so embarrassed. Okay, so we did a 4 and a 2 and another 4 right here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna roll the dice. Sorry y'all. We're gonna roll the dice, and we got a 4 this time, a 2, and another 2 for a total of $8. So you know what? Let me know in the comments below what you would have. Well, I feel like the majority of you probably would not have ran to get something. I don't know, but I take pride like in my job and stuff. So like, if I had seen the email, I 100% would not have had on jeans. But I take pride in my profession. Okay, so we gonna add in 10 here, y'all, and we completed this challenge. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $100 for my for this savings challenge. This challenge is going towards replenishing my buffer for them crazy Chris Brown tickets. And the only reason why I decided to, because sometimes if I go over my buffer, I don't normally replenish it. Like if I go over like $10, $15 or $20 or something. But this particular time I took out from my buffer, took a big hit. Like it was $400 something because my sister wanted to go see Chris Brown. So we paid for Chris Brown tickets. But so that's why I'm trying to replenish that amount, because that's a large amount to take out. Okay, so all we got, y'all, for rollover is $3, but something is better than nothing. So we're going to put that in there. And that's it for my rollover and stuff. So now the rest of this is going to go into my 100 envelope savings challenge. And I didn't even find my envelopes. Usually I pull them out ahead of time, so I'm not struggling doing this. Let me find these envelopes real quick. Okay, I found it. We are going to be stuffing the 20 envelope and the 5 one. Now, my principal is not some horrible dragon lady, boss lady. Now, she would have completely understood if I went up to her and just like, I'm so sorry, I missed the email, and I apologize 100%. She would have understood. She really would have, but I just wanted to, and nobody else had on jeans. I would have been the only one with just jeans on. It's crazy. But it stands for a great story. I'll tell you that. Let me go ahead and color this in so we can. And it's so funny that you guys like my stories. That's my life, I'm telling you. My life just, some of it probably is my fault, but I guarantee you a lot of it is not. I promise you. Okay, so, or a lot of things that happen to me. All right, so that is it for today's video. Comment down below what you would have done. However, I do feel like the majority of y'all would just been like, oh, well, I got on jeans and sneakers. But if you would not want to do that, you can leave me a butterfly down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to put these in here, and I will definitely catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.